Alrighty. Time to play everybody's favorite game. Are there weird technical difficulties out of nowhere? And if so, will I even find out about them until it's too late? Probably not. We're gonna try and see and make sure that nothing is delayed here. Here's what I'll do. I guess I will just count as I see it. And hopefully, well, no, actually, because the fucking video was off sync. The video was on sync, but, how do we do this? Let's go history and let's pop open. Let's pop open this just as a test. And I will ensure that it's not delayed. Okay, that should be enough. Now let me take a look at the stream. Make sure this is not delayed. Let's pop open this just as a test. And I will ensure that it's not delayed. Doesn't look delayed. I think we're good. Okay, it looks good. If some crazy delay forms, I have no idea what to say. It looks fine. Looks fine across the board. I'm sure something will change. I don't know. You know, one of my theories that I initially had was like maybe it was because of copyrighted music or something, which obviously there's a lot of that in these shows. Maybe it like paused the stream for just a little bit, but then I was like, well, no, that actually doesn't make sense because I know for sure that doesn't happen over on Twitch. Like YouTube will do weird stuff if you play copyrighted things. YouTube will do very weird things, but Twitch usually just doesn't care. Their motto is usually that they don't care. We're gonna be a couple minutes behind, but that's fine. I'm not really too worried about being exactly super live with the actual show. It started like 5 minutes ago. Hi, Nex. But hopefully there's no delay. If there is, please let me know. But yeah, let's get into it. This is the Future Game Show. Typically, they don't show anything too crazy here. I'll be entirely honest with you guys. Usually, it's a lot of yapping, which is also a good thing that we're not exactly live, so I can fast forward some of the yapping, hopefully. The big show, the next big show is obviously tomorrow. Dropping a like and then swapping over to Twitch. Sounds good, Dill. Whatever works, my guy. But yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, typically we see the big stuff at Summer Games Fest, which we did see a couple of big things yesterday. Saw Resident Evil 9 was probably the biggest thing there, right? And then we'll see a bunch of big stuff at Microsoft tomorrow, I'm sure. Maybe some stuff at PC Gaming Show. It's possible. Let's see what they have for us here. All trailers will be available in their native shit. Was that Mafia? That looked like Mafia. Hopefully they're not also sponsored by Unreal. So we don't have to hear about Unreal 5, Unreal 5, like the last show. That was a little silly, dude.
Please welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also
What about
moonlight as Critical
McCree,
Role's
bro?
Debonair Dungeon Master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
Why are game show hosts so
But we're here
weird?
today joining forces for a very different reason.
So awkward it throws me off.
Video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't
A
know.
whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations.
You would think
Frankly, an
that
irresponsible amount of video game
just
news
because
coverage.
these guys were, you know, in front of cameras and stuff, and at least in front of microphones
This
so
is gonna
much.
be fun. Just keep in mind
It
that
would
if
be
you
kind
wanna
of
wish
normal
list
for
any
them.
of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
Indeed. And once the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up coverage on GamesRadar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out
A lot
of the
less
way.
cringe
so
than
let's
the
kick
future.
things off with our
Yeah,
very
E3 had
first
a lot of
world
cringe.
premiere.
Okay, I mean, that's pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Space game?
Pull up NavTech.
Just a sec. Got it.
Taki. We gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh,
If the lip syncing is weird, it's not the stream.
just about everything.
It's actually this game.
For show.
It looks a little
Say, oh,
weird.
yeah, with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
Might be a different language. They're dubbing over in English. Well, this looks like CG, so, you know, I can only ever get... Oh, it's Owlcat. Wait, lock in. It might be CG, but Owlcat do be making good video games.
Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival.
Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
Nah, Owlcat, they do a lot of CRPGs. So this will be a situation where the gameplay will be completely different. It'll be top down, probably CRPG stuff.
Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
Hold on, I'm coming. I'll cover you.
They're all gonna be space games. I don't know about that. It looks cool.
Bird up high, shall
The world and everything. Looks neat.
What the hell happened here?
Hey, buddy.
But obviously, it's CG trailer. You know. The Expanse, Osiris. Oh, wait. This does not look like a CRPG. What the hell? Wait. Team-based, third person. Actually looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect to see that. The Expanse, this is like a series of books, right? I know they've released a couple games in
What a
that
way to
like
start the
universe.
show.
I think
The
it's a series of
Expanse
comic
Osiris
books or
Reborn
something.
is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can
Oh, no.
immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV series.
Oh, it's a
Make sure
TV
on your wish
series.
lists.
Sounds pretty awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi
no.
for fantasy.
We are gonna get the Unreal Engine 5 plug every single fucking game. We get it. Everyone's using Unreal 5, guys. We get it. They have a lot of money. Muscle Mommy.
I used to swear by my father's oath to protect the wards is to protect
That's
our
pretty.
people. And if it claims our lives, what's one life lost for the sake of the many?
This looks really cool.
What do you swear by today?
The only one that matters is my brother.
Are we getting two cool looking games back to back? Future game show? Actually having neat stuff? Gravity magic. Cool. I love gravity magic, especially when there's funny ragdolls, man. That will like instantly bump a game up like 2 entire points for me if there's just funny gravity ragdoll shit. Mommy.
Rin, take my hand. Rin!
I hear not.
The voice acting is a little...
Conquerors. Pestilence must be purged.
Ew. This actually looks quite good.
Your father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
These are like completely new games coming this summer. Echoes of the End. I've never even heard of this. Micro Games? I've never heard of them. Published by Deep
We're
Silver, though.
thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End.
Laura Bailey looks like a
narrative-driven
midget.
fantasy adventure coming later this year.
But the fun doesn't stop there. Here's another world premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the game, but from what I can tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
What does it... okay. They could just show the trailers. Just saying. You know what I mean? Like, they could just show the game. The games. Do they need to... indubitably. Here's our silly segue that's very cringe to the next video game. You can just show the game. Is this VR? Or is this just a lot of shaky cam? Spooky game? You know I do be loving spooky games, man. We've already got like 3 spooky games from the last show that actually looked really interesting. What? What? That was it? Shaky cam walking? With no map and just a flashlight to light your steps. With the feeling you'll always watch. The whispers are all around you. Try to remember. What's the game? And find your way home. Well, what's the video game? Okay. We have no idea. Whispers in the fog. All right. They showed us like 30 seconds of walking.
An isolated cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next up, we've got a
I like
trailer
what I
for an
see.
open-world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The 7 Deadly Sins. Let's check it out.
Show Escanor, bro. They did an entire trailer with no Escanor. Where's my boy? Escanor is my favorite character in anime. If you know him, you probably could tell why. I relate with the man on a spiritual level. Good old lion sin of pride. But they didn't even show it. This does actually look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It's like an actual video game. It's not a shitty little fighter. You're such a bitch! Fuck you! You're such a bitch! Why are you doing this to me?
The 7 Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC
God
and
damn
PS5,
it.
but you can pre-register now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming
Why
in
are they
season
doing
7
this
of free-to-play
to me?
Destructo shooter, The Finals. Let's take a look.
Just tickling my taint a little. Come on, dude. You show Escanor's axe. Where's my boy? Is this game still doing well? I played this on launch a bit. It was pretty fun. Oh.
Where have you been? Then just
Oh, they
stick
fucked
around.
up.
And not that you need any more reasons, but it's time to move on and talk about hurdling.
Oh, they fucked
shepherd
up.
simulator with a whole lot of soul.
Oopsie.
Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
That's not me. That's them. Okay, they fucked that up. A herding simulator. Embark is gonna be pissed, bro. You just... It's actually in sync now? Yeah, I know. I tested it. Also, weirdly enough, it's not stuttering. And I'm not using my VPN. Which means I can actually stream some games that were not working with a VPN. Like Elden Ring Night Rain. I've been having to play that off stream because I couldn't stream without a VPN, or else it would stutter a bunch for some reason. And now it's working fine without a VPN. So I don't know. This is why I'm happy streaming isn't a job for me and will never be a job. Can you imagine one day it's just like, oh yeah, all the things that you knew about your job, they're just fucked. Have fun.
Hurdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable
Why is this happening?
right now
I
by
don't
downloading
know.
the demo, which is out now on Steam.
Restart your PC. Might fix it. Might make things worse.
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death. This game is helmed by Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
Okay. That's a weird combo.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Eyes out. Blumhouse. Blumhouse does actually produce some pretty good games, I'm not gonna lie. We're seeing a lot more horror games this year than we've seen in the past couple years. Which I am all for. I feel like we don't get enough horror games. This doesn't look that scary though, I'll be honest.
You're not ignoring me now, dear, are you?
Blumhouse.
This is all perfectly natural.
I am awake.
Okay, I guess that was a little bit of the horror.
Comes at a cost.
Must not sleep.
Give me your idea.
Me, whenever I'm trying to do a stream after work, honestly. Shit's hard.
Sleep Awake is coming soon.
Why is
so
she doing
drop it on
that?
your
It
wish
didn't even
lists.
look that
We've
scary.
got a developer presentation for Ericsson, The Stolen Dream, up next. It's a cinematic isometric stealth game set in the year 1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
I am a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think so. No.
How old are these
Must
people?
find her
He's
They're
alive.
paid per cringe.
before he does.
Did they fuck up again?
Eric's Home
Oh,
is a
guess
game
not.
set in kind of a fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on story, where you play up to
Oh.
3 playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own
You know,
special
Superman
abilities
has
that you need
kryptonite.
to used together
I have
to kind of solve
stealth and puzzle games,
puzzles
so this
in
is
a
like
kind of
turbo
interlaced
kryptonite for
way
me.
where everyone's involved.
It's in this setting
Stealth,
of a Scandinavian
puzzle
nature,
together?
which not
Oof.
only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world, because
That's-
it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
That's a
So
roughie.
I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering.
It seems
cinematic
like
lighting,
a
stuff
pretty
that. So
game.
Anders showed me the rendering of one of the movies. It just floored me.
Like, the
I thought it was
cutscenes look
so
great.
beautiful. Then he said, okay, so Tio, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River and Games was based
Don't
on
let those people
the
hear that.
idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps
Don't
a
hate
really
the
small
let the
team
movie
can still
game
make something
haters
that's
hear you
actually
say
pretty
that.
cool.
How is this made
The
by
production value
16
looks
people?
insane. Like the
why is
animations
this
look
quality so
incredibly
high?
good.
A little now and then. I sit
Texture
down
work
on
looks
the
really good.
couch
Lighting looks
and I
really
just
good.
enjoy a
It's just
fresh
not my type
build,
of game.
and the story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for
But
players
six-person
to just
team?
discover
Cool.
this world. Eric's
I hope it does
is
well.
coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Game Store. And we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
Right now. Can we stop shadow dropping games, by the way? Because you're really fucking up, like, my order to play things. Like, I look at the releases of games, I'm like, okay, I can play this, and then this, and then this. Like, Summer Games Fest, just going, by the way, here's the Lies of P expansion right now. I'm like, motherfucker, I have to play through the whole game first. I was waiting for the release date to do that, you son of a bitch. So that's probably what's going to be happening on the channel. Stealth game is Anne Frank. Well, that would be something. The animations look great, like I said. The graphics look phenomenal. The lighting is really good. I'm sure like the people that like this type of game will probably really like this. It's just not. Yeah, I'll be playing my first Metal Gear game in like a month here when Snake Eater Remake comes out. That will be my first Metal Gear game. I'll be playing that. July 15th. Okay.
Thank you so much to our friends at River End Games for that window into the world of Eric's home. It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5
Doesn't look bad.
on July 15th.
So go wish
That's
list it on
your type of
Steam
thing.
or the Epic Games Store.
Why are them describing their games make you
trailer for a
cringe?
cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker.
Because like,
here's the latest
what?
trailer for the Explorator.
What? Wait. Cell-shaded shooter inspired by Stalker? That's a combo. Yes, I see this. I instantly think of post-nuclear Ukraine. Actually, technically, Zach, it's not post-nuclear technically because it's the zone, which is an alternate. Shut up. You fucking nerd. You know what I mean. Okay. It looks cool. Can I see this Stalker-inspired gameplay? Walking with the flashlight, very Stalker. Anomaly, okay. All right, anomaly type shit. Okay, I can see it. That is definitely, yep. Honestly, if you didn't tell me ahead of time, I would have thought that was Stalker. I thought we were getting Stalker 3 from that gameplay, actually. The Explorator. I'll add it to the wish list. It does actually look kind of neat.
The Explorator is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next, a Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
Live into my interests.
Ah, yeah, Silk Song. Here you go, guys. Here's Silk Song. I know you guys have been waiting. It actually does look a lot like Hollow Knight, the actual gameplay. It actually looks really good, I'm not gonna lie. Normally, I don't really fuck with these types of games, but this one actually looks quite good. At first, I was like, cringe, like, millennial cartoon type of aesthetic. But that actually looks good. What's that called? Constance. Yeah, that looks good.
Constance is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to go give it a go after the show.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during the Every Future Game Show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest II.
Get
Fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron War's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grimlore Games.
Chat's okay, I think. Oh, okay. It's just dead. Gotcha.
Tell us the whole story. Tell us about hope.
That's all good, Dill.
Titan Quest II is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology.
I am actually
you
excited
really
for
can
this.
Immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest I. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest II, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero.
I do love a good
You're not really
ARPG.
a hero yet. You're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have
I am an ARPG enjoyer.
She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your own worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest II is very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given classes.
The unfortunate thing about launching an ARPG in today's day and age is that if ARPG fans see an ARPG, even if it looks good, they're instantly their question is like, okay, what's the end game like? What's how many thousands of hours can I get? I think it's just in general a very like unhealthy community to launch a game in, and I think that's why we don't see a lot of ARPGs.
So each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip
Because
into your skill.
I feel like you can't just launch an ARPG and just be like, here you go. Like, it's not too long. It's just a single, like, playthrough type of thing, but it's really fun. You could replay it with other classes.
We're not going to be doing any microtransactions in this game because we don't believe in that form of
That's good. No MTX.
monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0 launch, we'll be putting out larger DLC packs, which will include additional chapters, so more content in general, bosses, creatures, areas, and masteries, of course. So Titan Quest II will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already, and we're looking for a summer timeline for this, and then later the other platforms.
Quest 2. I like a good ARPG, man. But yeah, I think the main issue is just how unhealthy the community is. Like, they want everything to be Path of Exile, this game that's just supported for a decade.
Wait.
And
legendary actor Yui Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man to my MJ? What are you doing here?
Hey guys.
Hey man.
I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights and smells, and then I heard you guys making noise about video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
Okay. Well, I mean,
no.
since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer? Well, right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right.
Oh no, they've added another cringe.
Because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
Puzzle Adventure 2020?
I have seen things that should be forgotten. I've tried to escape my past.
I don't know.
I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers.
Oh, Nex is winning.
In the far
He's number one, baby. Aha, Kenzie. Get stinky.
Shocking secrets.
Fourth. Oh, that's embarrassing. Imagine being fourth.
For there lies,
yikes,
upon this world of man, a mocking and incredible
Call of the Elder Gods. Cthulhu puzzle game.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye.
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye. See you, bye.
Vagabond.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
Back to back.
I'll stay here.
Read bio course. How hard
This is where they always show really cool games and they give them 2 milliseconds of gameplay.
Hard.
PvP hero shooter. We don't have enough of those. Oh, they fucked up with it. Oh, they fucked up again. Oh, they're fucking up. Oh no. Oh man, they really have some tech issues. That guy's getting fired.
So get it
He's
on your wish
fired.
lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering.
Oh yeah, that guy's gone.
I mean,
They just took him out back and shot him in the head.
Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Man, that's their second tech
Catch
issue.
you later.
Bye.
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man.
They're dead.
See you, bye.
That guy's fucking dead.
Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Well, I guess now we know it's not live.
How hard could it
All right, take 2. Let's see if it works this time. Here, I'll do the re-reaction. Oh, look at this. A hero shooter. We don't have enough of these. Don't worry, guys. It's not Concord. Trust. Ascendant.
Capture the flag on crack.
Ugh.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelite twist. You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I
A
remember.
big-ass sword?
5 years after a bloody
Wait a
civil
second.
war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious
Nah, this type of
island
gameplay doesn't
filled
really
with
interest me.
monsters,
This like grid-based gameplay.
and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, this whole island is madhouse.
Yeah, that game is...
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for hardcore tactics fans.
I
with
don't
an
know
emphasis on
why we're
speed
getting
and
so many
brutality.
hero shooters
That
in
means a small
2025.
party, tight battle
Like,
maps,
what's going
and
on,
enemies that
bro?
can drop you in just
Like,
a few
Overwatch
hits.
was in 2016. It's been a
To stand a
decade.
chance, you'll have to master each ally's unique
What are we doing?
kit, whether that's front
Is it because of Marvel Rivals?
glass cannon caster Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Emile.
I don't get it.
All your abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle. You can also level up and unlock new skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this rock-solid core is a branching roguelike structure focused on skill in the face of unpredictable challenges.
This looks like the type of game
cool bosses.
Some people will really like.
Get your shit wrecked.
Team Fortress 2 is the OG of hero shooters. Yeah.
Where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft
But like Team
equipment,
Fortress was
and
more
if you're
like
real
Battlefield.
nasty, take on trials mode for
You
bigger
know,
challenges.
they had
and
like
better rewards.
different roles essentially.
Fight, die, rise again, stronger, then come back.
But I guess
and
yeah,
conquer.
it is kind of hero
Lost
shootery.
Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. Early access available now on Steam and coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and
I hate the
Nintendo
announcer
Switch.
voice for this. But the artwork looked really cool. If that's your type of game, those grid-based games, then I'm sure you're pretty interested. Now, this is my type of game, right? Splatoon, but balloon. Is it a co-op adventure? Because, okay, me and Josh might play through if it's a co-op adventure. I fuck with co-op adventures. I think it is, actually. Maybe? What is this? Like, if it's a co-op adventure, cool. If it's... Actually, it looks pretty good, actually. I'm not gonna lie. It actually looks... Pop cum. Pop your cum. Okay. I'll add that to the wish list. Pop your cum.
Can anyone hear me?
An interesting name. Holy frame rate.
Unit 1 to dispatch.
Wait, this game's already out?
Supply line ready.
Break that door open.
Came out June 1st. Oh, this game is out.
My clothes are about to catch fire.
Get an attack line in there.
Gotta go scout the area.
Okay.
That was close.
Cat, you're good?
Dude, this guy is so dead.
Hero.
Oh my god. I've never seen more technical difficulties in a show in my life.
Too much bravery.
What is even happening?
Wisdom. So some say.
What is happening on this show?
What is a hero without a princess to save? Without
Bro, this guy
dragons
is getting drawn and quartered, and his whole family is murdered before his eyes.
As an agent,
We're talking about millions of dollars here that people pay for sponsorships, getting their games on these shows. Like, we're talking about millions of dollars being pissed away by these technical difficulties. Like, what game are we even looking at now? This guy is never getting a job ever again.
Your first ritual sacrifice.
Oh my god, dude. He's in the back right now. The horse is strapped to his arms. Oh. Okay, we're back to the firefighter game. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh, the firefighter.
Princess to save, without dragons to slay. Nothing. That's where you come in. As an
This
agent
is
at the Bureau of
crazy.
Fantastical and arcane affairs, you
This
will ensure
is
everything
crazy.
is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter
I mean, this game sounds neat. You're an auditor for villains. I mean, this sounds kind of neat.
The book is titled Hellgates and You, your first ritual.
Gonna make the company switch to AI? Bro, if they haven't already, I hope this is an AI fucking this up. If this is a guy,
We, the members of the United
he better file for unemployment quick.
hereby announce a strike, effective immediately. It's the inspector, here with their cushy job and their clipboard.
People beating on his door right
more
now.
work.
A dragon attack? That is not in the budget.
But what is the story?
This sounds like an interesting game.
With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off.
It hardly felt good, but incompetent.
You have to like manage the villains' budgets with their evil plans and stuff. It sounds neat.
We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause.
The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs. That seems cool.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane
If only
Affairs
they
is
didn't
coming
get fucked up 10
And now for
times.
something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Y2K aesthetics. The fuck does that mean? What is a Y2K aesthetic? Uh-oh, we've horseshit. Okay, you could skip this one. Learn Waifu is the name of their company. That's crazy. Hey guys, this is definitely not a psyop. This is not a game made by your local federal agent to get you to say incriminating things online. Holy jiggle.
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm? With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil.
I have never been more disappointed, bro.
We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause.
Future of gaming. Wrap it up.
Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
I think this is a skip.
Oh, that's one for the
Stream
critters.
glitch out 3
Bureau of
times.
Fantastical
That
and
must mean
Arcane Affairs
Half-Life
is
3 is coming
later this
back.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters,
Oh my
anime,
God,
and
bro.
Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Okay, I hate it because this does look like a Fed game, but it does actually look kind of cool. Like, I want to see the game. Movement shooter, base builder, life sim. Okay, I don't even get to see. Okay, I don't even get to see it because they fucked it up. Can I see? God damn it, bro. I'm about to find this guy. I
Waifu
wanted
Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC.
Waifu
You can jump into the open
Tactical
playtest on
Force.
Steam after the show.
Now we've got a
Waifu
trailer for an
Tactical
action
Force.
platformer inspired by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a look at Hirogami.
Okay, we saw this before. All right, we saw this trailer in the last one. Let's watch the Waifu Tactical Force. This is Waifu Tactical Force, guys. She has a heart for her iron sights. It looks like the most generic shooting game I've ever seen in my life. That's their trailer. That's their gameplay trailer that we missed. Oh, here's the base building. You drag your little waifu around. That's it. That's the game. That's what they got. Okay. I don't think we missed too much, I guess. This game does look cool though, Hirogami. We saw a lot from this at the Summer Game Festival. It does look neat. Swap forms around.
Hirogami is coming to PC and PS5.
He's doing it on
September
purpose.
3rd.
He's
Hold
trying
it
to
in
send
your
us a
wish lists on
message.
Steam and the Epic Game Store, and check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
You have to take the last word from
Okay,
before he
time for an
glitched it
update
and the
on Eve
first
Frontier.
word.
This is
After he
CCP
glitched
Games'
it, put it
Spacebound
together, and it's like,
Survival MMO.
please help me. Matt Mercer and Laura Bailey are holding me hostage. They won't stop exposing me to cringe.
Eve Frontier is an invitation for everyone that have had the idea in their brain to make a game.
And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development adventure by sort of playing
so
around
Eve
in the amazing
is going Fortnite /
samples
Roblox?
we have created.
Eve is like trying to allow people to create
When we
games
made
in
Eve
their
Online,
engine?
we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things and
That's
the
neat.
infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players. But we did build quite a bit of it ourselves. Seeing what emerged from Eve, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand building up an amazing modding platform. Basically what Frontier enables third-party developers is to mod the actual server, creating additional software that both read and writes the world state. And that, I think, will enable something.
I mean, this isn't really interesting at all to me and probably any of
very
you.
much inspired by
But
the
if you're a game
third-party
dev, I
ecosystem
mean,
that is
more
developed around Eve Online.
more free
We are
tools to make your
basically
game is better.
supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform were built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our
Bro, this
various
is the thing
hackathons and events, and what we've just
that
seen
they
in
don't
the sort of builder
glitch out and
community
skip.
overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in spades.
It's actually kind of crazy. It's actually kind of insane. They glitch out everything else.
Founder access for Eve Frontier is available now, and you can head to evefrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game
Oh.
that covers the history of motorsport.
Wait, arcade makes me think it might be a fun racing game. I cannot get into those like Formula 1 simulator racing games. I think that shit is so boring, dude. Now, if I'm crashing into people and brutally murdering them in a fiery wreckage that's going to haunt the nightmares of their family members for years to come, now that's a fighting, that's a driving game that I'll play. You know, some Burnout type shit. This doesn't look like that. I know that firefighting game is so sad. It's like, hey guys, you ever want to be a firefighter? Here's our game on letting you be a firefighter. And that guy's like, fuck you in particular. Boop. Skip. Want to come back? Boop. And skip. Boop. We'll never know. 280 kilometers. What is that in freedom units? Probably a lot, right? Not 280, but... Yeah, that looks so boring to me.
Formula Legends is racing towards release on PC and consoles,
God.
but you can play the demo now on Steam and also wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store. But for now, let's keep it rolling with our Ones to Play section, which is a future game show staple. It's a montage of exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
So, if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo.
Less in freedom units, yeah. Freedom units probably like
First up
130.
is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the Star Cursor. Players can mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique playstyle and pick their route through a series of interstellar environments.
Next up, we've got Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments. A menacing illness has descended on the town.
I'm adding this to the wish list. This looks
Can
cool.
you solve puzzles and tango with monsters?
Phase
to make it
Zero?
out alive?
This sounds cool.
Or what about Bloodgrounds? It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles, then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your name into the annals of history and spill buckets of blood in the process.
This looks meh. Yeah, I like
But
old
not
school
least,
Resident
we've
Evil
got
type
How
games.
to Escape, Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak.
You guys have
of war.
phones, don't you?
No pressure.
What do you mean you don't want to play the game on your
That was our
phone?
ones to play montage.
Who the fuck wants to be the phone player?
Caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive.
Hey, one of
trailer.
us gets to play a
Naval
cool,
Combat Simulator
like,
7
puzzle-solving game on a PC or the console. Oh, hell yeah. What's the other guy do? Yeah, you're on your phone. You know, probably what you would do if you were just bored of a game that your friend's playing anywhere.
With a plan.
Looking at maps or something. This looks cool.
A vision etched on parchment.
Ah, look at that drip, bro.
Foretelling glory
I need to bring that hairstyle back.
or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor. Fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become. We arrive, but never at our final destination.
Final destination. What's the gameplay though?
So we chart our next course. We sail. We fight. We endure. For the voyage is life. And life is the voyage.
Okay. But like, what's the gameplay like? Ahoy.
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
Ew. Dude, imagine that the tech guy just forgets to plug.
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy
Their
at
fucking
ahoy.gg/Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
And you can also wishlist the
Because
game
he
on
probably
Steam
paid them a
or
lot of
the
money
Epic
to show his
The Spotlight
Kickstarter.
montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied.
It's like, here, I'll pay you $100,000 to show my Kickstarter in your show. I'm gonna hope I can make over $100,000 from the people watching. Dude just fucking skips it entirely. Oops.
Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based
God, I thought
strategy
it glitched
roguelike
again.
where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades.
This is kinda
It's coming
neat.
to PC later this year.
It's
You
almost
can try it
like,
for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
What's that game called? Billiards.
Now let's take a
Cool.
look at Under Par Golf Architect,
Okay,
an
this looks-
all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses.
Can I just say,
and then try them out firsthand.
I'm so happy
As well
I
as
did not
facing
get the
game and
autism
obstacles
that
between,
loves simulator
you'll manage
games.
staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a
Oh,
golfer's paradise.
man.
It's coming soon to PC and
Can you
consoles,
imagine?
But you can wishlist it now on Steam. or
Imagine if I was trying to be
Ascend to
an
Zero
even
is up
somewhat
next.
successful
It's a
streamer.
hack and slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world.
Oh.
To help with that unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate
Oh.
attacks and topple voxel monsters.
Like shit.
Ascend to Zero is coming soon.
Let me show the Kickstarter
Check
more.
out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so
Can
say
you
goodbye
get-
to our corporeal bodies.
Can you lock
Hello
in?
to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that gothic vocabulary is
Jesus.
that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
That's what I meant.
Last stream, I'm the one with the technical difficulties.
Flickshot Rogues is a
Now
turn-based
these guys
strategy roguelike
have the
where you
technical
trade tactical trick
difficulties.
shots for devastating
Can we just have a normal
damage. Across
stream?
a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, and you can try it for yourself ahead of time by
Golf
checking
Park
out the
Simulator
free
sounds like the
demo on
most
Steam.
boring thing of all time, not gonna lie, yeah.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect.
Yeah.
An all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses.
Look at that
and then try them out
bounce,
firsthand.
he said.
As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers.
That was me,
on your way to
looking at the
crafting a
Waifu
golfer's
Tactical
paradise.
Force game.
It's coming soon to PC and
Look at that
consoles,
bounce.
But you can
God
wishlist it
dang.
now on Steam or the Epic
Hi, Fishing
Game
Geek.
Store.
Ascend to Zero is
Okay,
up
can I
next.
see this game?
It's
This
a hack and
this
slash
actually looks
roguelike
somewhat
where you play as the
interesting.
last surviving human of a
I swear to
devastating
God, if
war.
it cuts off, I'm gonna
To help with
crash
that
out.
unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend to
Looks
Zero
kinda
is coming
cool.
soon to PC, but in the meantime, you can check out the free demo on Steam and drop it onto your wish list.
Ascend to Zero. Looks kind of
Or,
cool.
How about Animal Kind? This is a cozy cooperative town building game where you play as a crew of adorable critters in mech suits. Players will use their industrial grade opposable
Sheep.
thumbs to scavenge the landscape.
Was that a
for materials
corgi in a
and
mech?
establish
That's a raccoon in a
community
mech.
of new creatures. Animal Kind is coming soon to PC. But if you head to the Steam
Okay,
page,
that's
you can sign up for
cute.
the alpha playtest, which is arriving in July.
That's cute.
Next up is Don't Wake the Beast, but the developers have sent over an intricate overview, so I'll sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and
Jesus.
producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast. The tricky
Stealth.
part is that each treasure has
My
its weight,
favorite.
and the more you pick up, the more noise you generate. But when you fail, there's always another run. My game will
Exactly.
feature 4 biomes, all with unique mechanics and beasts. It's scheduled to
This seems
release
neat.
in 2026.
I mean, not my type of game, but
We're rounding things out with Worship, a cultist simulator where you try your
Hell
best to bring
yeah.
about the end of the world.
Hell
Inspired
yeah.
by Pikmin, this cute and creepy multiplayer roguelite tasks you with performing blood
Roguelike.
rites and recruiting followers to please the old
is
ones.
roguelike
It's
like the new
coming soon
thing
to
as well?
PC, and you can
Hero
wishlist
shooters
it
and
on Steam.
roguelikes? I feel like I've went 10 years back in time.
That was our spotlight montage.
What the fuck
We
is
hope
with
you
the
enjoyed the
roguelikes
Summer
and
Showcase
the hero shooters right now?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Not as in like they're bad, no. Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Oh, I might actually learn something.
Bro, this trailer was
games.
crazy. They literally showed a full cock during Summer Games Fest. If all the negative reviews you're about to see are real. They showed an entire cock. They showed 4 characters squatting, shitting. And one of them had their cock out. One of them was a hot chick. Huge ass. Oh, they censored this one. Nobody wants a micromanage. Truly a game for masochists. This is a funny idea for a trailer. Penis size, penis sliders are a new low. Wait, did they just show his cock? Was there a cock there? I'm not rewinding. Yeah. I think they just showed another cock.
If those inspired reviews have grabbed your attention,
Having to
then
shit
maybe
in game is crazy.
You can head to the
Yeah.
link on screen right now.
Yeah, I
for a
know,
chance
right?
to
I
win
thought
one of
Death
100
Stranding was
keys
bad
for
with the
Scum
P.
1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Now, our next game is a squad-based survival shooter where you dodge deadly dinosaurs.
Oh.
Here's the latest trailer for Death Ground.
Death Ground, squad-based survival shooter with dinosaurs. It sounds fun with the boys.
Loose in Death Ground. Whether you dare to enter solo or in a squad of up to 4 players, you must do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur-infested abandoned facilities. Could you survive?
Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind Death Ground.
The main threat you'll need to avoid
Death
is the
Ground.
raptors, specifically Utah raptors. So
Ew,
unlike
why is
the
his toe up
velociraptors,
like
which
that?
are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall.
Oh, she
I'm
used
about
freedom units.
5'3", so that's a pretty menacing height comparison for me.
We've spent most of our development time taming them, and it's been a huge challenge.
5'3",
How do you get something
solid
that
height.
size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
Exactly. Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with. The number one culprit for causing chaos is the Compsognathus, aka the Compy.
What might look like a decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures.
I gotta
the
tag
terror
Chris in this
territory.
one.
As for other species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
And the next thing you know, you're being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favourite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is replayable and is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or
5'3" is the best height.
will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
I think a 5'3", 5'4" is good.
This year.
Ooh, yeah, that's my shit. Cool. Q3 2025.
Deathground is launching
That
into
looks
Steam
cool.
Early Access later this year. Keep an eye out for Roar news on that front.
I am refusing to acknowledge that pun, so let's move on with our second Ones to Watch deep dive, shall we?
Boo!
Here's Rogue Factor to tell us
Boo
more about the studio's
her!
new weird action-adventure game, Hell is Us.
Okay, I played the demo for this. It was kind of ass. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually excited for this game. I played the demo.
Hatred and lots of it.
Hi everyone.
Maybe the story will be cool.
And I am the executive creative director.
The
and
gameplay
art
was
director of Hell is
ass.
Us here at Rogue Factor. So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell is Us. So the game is definitely like an action adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue state where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there. Yeah, he was raised in a foster system in Canada, and he's going back.
There's literally a scene in this game when I played the demo
contemporary games
where this
the
this chick
adventuring is
comes
just-
in to
if you
try
think
and
about it,
save you.
The exploration.
She
and the
dies.
discovery, they're only there by theme.
Literally
We have
the
just been
next
following marker
scene,
after marker
you're just
until the
wearing
last
her
marker is
clothes. You
over,
just
your actual
like
thing you need
off
to find.
camera, you just
Almost all
stripped
the
her
variables
naked.
Connected to the
Took all her
exploration, connected to your
clothes
discovery are given to you in a
and
silver
all
platter.
her gear,
So
and they
we
don't
look at it kind of like the inverse.
say
of games
anything
because we got
about it.
rid of all these
They don't
things.
show a cutscene or anything, and you're just walking around now with her stuff.
How
It's
it
so
was
funny.
straightforward, and like you had just enough to know where to go, but not too much.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing and what people tell us, right?
Yeah, I was not impressed by what I played. This was actually pretty high on my list because they called it like a horror Souls-like.
Follow the wind chimes.
I was like, oh, okay, horror Souls-like, that's cool.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Jova, when she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy, the direction that it took, she says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as you're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that, if I go, and then you go there and you see the road that turns and it's, maybe
This guy is describing very basic game design as if it's revolutionary.
Like any game, especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others.
Oh, no.
No game is absolutely perfect.
This is a
but,
40-hour
it's very
long
much,
game.
It's the joy of exploration, the joy of discovery. Yeah.
The Abbey is closed. Official AAF.
The music seemed pretty
Of
good.
course, we
I'll
can't
give it that.
Talk about Hell is Us without talking about our monsters, and the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative emotions.
Yeah,
What
that's
does an emotion
basically
look
the
like?
combat. You press XXX.
So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like.
Oh, there's a big
fractally
sword.
geometrical
I didn't get to that in the
things, you know,
beta
so we have grief,
or in the demo
ecstasy,
because I got
terror, and
bored.
rage. So the Hollow Walker represents a bit. So it's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker. And it's a bit.
Doesn't
like a
look like I missed
facsimile
anything.
Of a human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion, and then they look like that because we tried a lot of things and they ended up looking like this, you know.
They look like that because we
So you'll be
tried
able
a
to
lot
play
of
Hell is
things
Us
and they
on
ended up
September
looking
4th,
like that.
2025 on Xbox Series
By the
X
way,
and
this
S,
game
and
recommends a
2025
4090
PC.
to get 30 FPS in 4K.
Wishlist it now because Hell is Us is coming to PC and consoles on September 4th.
All right. I think we're due another world premiere.
I don't think
you?
I'm playing that
This
one.
one's an action-adventure set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon world.
And it stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
Oh, the cringe.
Hey Laura, hey Matt. I'm super excited
that
to be
Karlak?
back on the
Yeah.
Future Game Show where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? Oh, so yeah, New Tales reached out, and I am officially in their game. Actually, Sylvia just reminded me they're looking for a killer writer who can also perform.
It's not really
Let
live
me call
though.
Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got
Who's
a
that?
really cool gig.
Should I know who that is?
If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you.
Actress, writer, and content creator.
Our party could really use the barbarian.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
Can you show the video game? Do we need the fake calls and the Skypes and the jingle bobs? The hell? Rimuru! Rimuru! Oh hell yeah! We finally got a Rimuru game. Wait, go back. Go back. I want to play as the blob. The art style is really cool, actually. The frame rate is struggling, but actually this looks pretty cool. That water looked really good. That's cool. You can turn into steam to like float over things. That's cool. This music isn't it, but this looks cool. What's this game called? I'll wishlist this. Oh. Fading Echo. Yeah, that looks neat.
That's right. We're joining Samantha Bayard. Yes, Carla.
I think they killed the
and
dude
awesome
that was
Jasmine Boulard
causing
in
the tech
Fading Echo,
issues.
coming to PCs and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go.
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next.
Oh no, this is where the guy always fucks up. Wait, we're gonna see if he's still on board. This is where they always fuck up these back-to-back trailers.
To live in times of peace, but our city is not without its enemies.
A modern JRPG inspired
The demons above, and the beasts below.
All right, I'm pumped. Let's do this.
You're going to be Bishop.
Battles isn't where time moves when you do.
Things are possible.
Ah, okay. We've seen this a couple times in games.
It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
Doesn't look bad if this is your type of game.
Soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Oh, did you see that? It said block. They've got clear obscure mechanics.
For a reason.
Okay, I normally don't like those types of games. What's that say? Sacred Fire? What was that called? Okay, I guess I just won't know. I couldn't read that font. What did it say? It looked kind of neat, actually. Sacred Fire? This is not it. I don't know what it was called. There can't be two number ones. What the hell? Do something about this, Mr. YouTube. Yeah, Dark Ion. Sorry, dude. You can't just request to be banned, brother. It's not how it works. We don't want to permaban you because then we can't farm you. You know? We want to farm you repeatedly. A permanent ban would be bad for the channel, you know? Oh, he grabbed his cock with a grapple hook. Jesus. Could have grabbed him anywhere but there, bro. I think we saw this in the Summer Game Fest. Don't kink shame them. Maybe we didn't actually. It's just like this aesthetic that all these games use for their trailers. And then their gameplay looks nothing like it, you know? Can I just say, I think the greatest law that could be passed would be to require video games to use the aesthetic of gameplay in their trailers. Either way, you don't farm the view until actually someone chats. I mean, yes and no. Just them seeing the content at all in their doom scroll helps the channel. It counts as a view. And if you, especially if you've commented on the channel, you're going to see this channel significantly more when you're doom scrolling, because that's how the YouTube algorithm works. So you still get to farm, but typically whenever you have somebody that comes in like wants to be banned or whatever, this looks terrible by the way, but typically whenever you have somebody that acts like that, they're not the type of person that like has the mental capacity to just ignore the content, right? They just keep coming back, which is how you farm them, you know? Because we have literally hundreds of people that have like wanted to be banned because they've taken engagement bait or stuff like that, which I don't have on for this stream, but normally there's like engagement bait, behind you equals ban type stuff, you know? And those guys, they just keep coming back over and over and over and over. Yeah, that game looked terrible.
We're back, and you can wishlist all of those games by heading to
the Future Game Show Steam page.
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time.
How do you think Matt Mercer gets his hair to
next
stay?
game from the minds behind Until Dawn.
Directive 8020 is about a deep space.
Oh,
mission to save
wait, lock
humanity
in.
And the shape-shifting alien who gets in the way.
Wait, I actually really was interested in this game.
Find out more.
We saw this last year. I love supermassive games.
We are going to do this. Just lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner.
I want this. I want this today.
Those things can change shape.
It's Alien mixed with The Thing. It's more The Thing, I guess. The Thing in space.
Point that thing at me again.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable.
We need urgent
Trust
assistance.
no one.
Please.
Yeah, that looks cool, man. Like having to guess who's
What if
the...
that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, creative director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature.
That's a cool
that we've added
shirt.
for the first time in a Dark Pictures game.
What?
Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game and see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made.
Another Callisto Protocol?
With turning
No.
points,
These are the
you can
guys that made
rewind
Until
to a pivotal
Dawn,
point
The
or
Quarry,
decision,
the Dark
collect
Pictures
missing
Anthology
collectibles. We'll see
games.
how different choices would have played out.
This is super massive
By the same
games.
token, your actions matter in our games. If
They
you want to
do
live by your
horror-based,
decisions, there's also a survivor mode setting that prevents
choose your
you
own
from
adventures,
rewriting,
essentially.
but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
When's it come out? What? What's the release date? Did they say? Did I miss it?
Directive 8020 introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
It's coming
That's
to PC,
neat.
PlayStation,
Oh.
and Xbox in 2025. And if it's
October
not on your wish
2nd.
list already, go fix that.
It says here.
Our next
That says
game
here.
is just as scary, but
Cool.
for entirely different reasons.
Excited.
Cairn is a death-defying climbing simulator with a meticulous control scheme.
The same
Here's
voice
the game
actors and
maker to tell
character,
you
but
more.
different topics. No, they don't.
Cairn
They don't
is
have
what
the
we
same
call a survival
characters or the
climber.
same voice act. Maybe they have
Your
some
goal
of the
is to
same
climb
voice
a mountain
actors.
and reach a summit no one has ever conquered. You can climb almost
We saw this
anywhere,
in Super
and
Game
the climbing mechanics
or
are
Summer
highly
Game Fest.
realistic. You'll need to carefully manage your balance and stamina. Make a mistake, and you'll fall and get hurt. For
Oh,
the first time,
ow!
we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes.
They reuse the same actors, even
When you get up
designs.
there, you'll face
I've
ice
played
walls
all of their
that require you to
games,
use ice
most of them
axes and
multiple
spikes.
times. Maybe they
But don't
reuse
think
voice
you can just
actors,
jam your tools into the
but they're
ice.
all completely different
Ice
stories.
climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges to get a solid grip. Cairn's realistic climbing system also supports mixed climbing. That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool.
Do I only care about
It's up to you
first?
to
Like
read the rock
old
face
day first
and choose the
comment
most
by.
strategic route to the top. Cairn is coming up
I
on
mean, you
PlayStation
didn't say
5 and
anything
Steam
worthy
this
of
year.
responding to, Moon
You can
Shadow.
already give it a try in the demo
I don't know what to
available on
tell
PC
you.
and PS5.
I found your comments boring and not needing of a response.
Cairn is coming to PlayStation and PC later this year.
Like,
And you can also
I
check
don't
out
know
a
what to
free
tell you,
demo
my
on
guy.
both platforms after the show.
I'm not like required
We're mixing things up with a double
to
bill of
reply to
trailers.
everyone.
Here are two great games from our friends at Quali.
Korea is devastated. Hello, booty. God damn. Is she wearing pants? This is very old school Resident Evil, and I'm in. This will be a wish list for me for sure. We're getting a lot of these old school style fixed camera angle. Ooh, it's got a little parry. Like, the combat actually looks like punchy in this. Holy hell. And she's cheeked up, which is bonus points. Yeah, they were cooking with that camera angle. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Ground Zero. Kind of a generic name, but I'm down. That looks cool. Hope it's not the case for that game. I mean, I don't really care about reusing voice actors. Every single video game has Troy Baker, Nolan North, Laura Bailey, etc., you know? It's like, it is what it is. I don't really care about that. Is the story that they're telling interesting? Are the decisions meaningful? That's kind of what I care about in those games. This looks neat. It reminds me of this one game with Plague Doctors. I don't remember what it's called though. Made by Devolver. This looks kind of cool. What the? I don't think that's the right game. I don't think that was Hella. Oh, that poor dev just got screwed.
Hella is coming soon to PC, PlayStation,
Oh,
and
so did this
Xbox,
dev.
So give it a wish list on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
He's
Moving
back,
swiftly
bro.
on,
He's
it's
back.
time for a look at Ludo. This is a psychological thriller.
Can we fire this guy already? God damn it.
Trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
Peggy 18.
Spooky game. Editor, please don't fuck me.
How can you distinguish between what is real and what isn't? Do you trust what you see? What you hear? What happens
Tofu.
when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake? Like a trick?
I need to play more horror games on the channel, man. I love horror games. This one looks cool. I like some of the designs. Wait, I'm actually liking this. It's called Luto. When's this come out?
How much longer are you going to pretend to ignore it? Don't
7/22.
let him get you again.
That seems pretty cool. If we go back to the firefighter game, bro, that would be crazy.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an
Are you gonna fuck it
introduction
up?
from a very special someone.
Are you gonna fuck it up?
Hello everyone. I'm excited to be a part of future game show.
Shuhei Yoshida, what's he
2025.
doing here?
There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time.
Really?
And I'm
Wow,
honored
it's a
to
weird
present
choice.
this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams booth. So,
hi Trish.
It is my pleasure to
Tristan.
introduce you to Reach.
Did I fuck it up? I'm trying to remember. Oh no, is this VR? No, it's VR. No. Oh. We have alternative feeds on Twitch and FGS YouTube if the issue persists. You're shitting. They literally popped up the editor popped up a thing and said watch on Twitch.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again.
There's
This
no
next reveal
way.
arrives
Invisible
with an
midgets.
introduction from a
Thank you for
very
subbing,
special
dude.
someone.
That is crazy. Dude, they literally have a thing.
Hello everyone.
FGS
I'm
YouTube.
excited
This is
to
the
be a part
FGS
of
YouTube. What do
Future
you
Game Show
mean?
2025. There are
They
so
want me to
many
use
amazing
Twitch.
games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time.
It's just ads,
and
bro. This
I'm
is why I
honored
don't watch on
to
Twitch.
present
It's
this
fucking
new
ads.
Groundbreaking title from the team. If you
That's
are
crazy.
at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams
Like
booth.
Tristan, but all extra
So,
special.
It is my
Gotcha.
pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Are they just gonna keep that? Honestly, I can't get mad at them if it's a YouTube problem because we all know I have my fair share of issues with YouTube whenever I try and stream. Still though, that guy's getting fired. Yeah, this is fucking VR, man. I mean, it looks cool. Climbing. Some Mirror's Edge type. Didn't realize they were having tech issues like this. Glad I skipped the show. Oh, dude, it's been so bad. The whole show has been so bad. They have skipped entire trailers, replayed a million trailers. It's been terrible. And I'm not gonna...
What a mystery.
to the annoyance of the Duck Detective.
Yep, just
is
like that.
joined by a new partner in solving crime.
Perfect
Freddy
comedic
the
timing.
Crocodile.
Comedic
Work
timing.
together to unravel the truth and nibble
Yeah, this
on
has
the
been the whole
crumbs of
show.
justice.
It's done this
Right now,
many
we're working
times.
on a simplified Chinese language update.
It's
that is
really
coming out
bad.
later this
So much
year.
so that now
We're
they
very
added the
excited for you
text
to
on the
play it.
screen.
The game is out on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Series XS, and PlayStation 5.
Dude.
Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest
And
of the
there's only, you know, like 20,000 people in this stream. This is their official stream.
Duck Detective, the Ghost
Men,
of Glamping.
I guess we'll never
is
know about
already
that
on its
VR
way on
game.
PC and consoles. So go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so
Yoshida
far.
himself
How about a rhythm roguelike
was super
for the minstrels
excited.
behind Patapon?
We'll never
Get on your
know.
dancing shoes, folks, because Ratatan is up next.
Yeah, exactly. Who's getting fired? That's what we said right when it started. We're like, this guy's getting drawn and quartered in the back if he can't fix it. And he has not fixed it. Look, they even say it, our FGS YouTube, if the issue persists. Bro, this is the FGS YouTube. It literally is the FGS YouTube. What do you mean? Use the FGS YouTube. This is a video game. I don't even know what this game is. It's a... I'm getting too much right now. Too much is happening. My brain is not braining. If it's a Twitch official stream, do you still get beat in the head with ads? You do. Yeah. That's why I don't watch them over on Twitch. They literally run ads in the middle of the fucking presentation. So this is a rhythm-based, Pikmin-based, card-based, anime-based roguelike. I'm sorry. I can't listen to this. Whatever this is, if there are human beings that actually unironically listen to that music, bro, I don't know how you do it. That was actually like torture. The game, I don't know. There's a lot happening on the screen, but that music was so bad.
Ratatan is coming to Steam Early Access on July 25th. But there's a free demo available on Steam if you want to give it a try.
And we're following that bombshell with a new trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile. An interactive 70s twist on the beloved...
Are they going to keep this text on screen the whole stream?
It can't be.
He couldn't even give an outline to the text so you could see it on a white background, bro. This editor, you need to get him out of here. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. I could have done a better job than this.
Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I asked you to come.
What do you suggest I do? And can you confirm that all the passengers are present for the meal?
Yes, we keep the
What a
list.
mustache.
Everyone is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news.
Your own platform, you make people watch ads. Yep. Of
But we must
course.
stay calm if we want to find the
These shows get
I
way
have
too
a
many
strong
views for them to
idea
not
of the
run ads.
situation.
I'm May Leach. My, you got here quickly. I've just finished my latest case.
2 detectives, 2
let's see what I can find.
investigations.
But someone
Is
is lying to me.
multiplayer?
It is
Or
a
do you
big
just swap
case,
between
Miss
them?
Royce. A dangerous one. What do we have here?
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. I'm now going to search each of you. Then there's still time to stop them before they strike
I mean,
again.
it seems somewhat interesting.
Tomorrow, the day at least is
I don't like the
here.
aesthetic at all,
Every
but
question must have its answer.
Not my type of game.
Agatha Christie Death on the Nile is coming to PC and consoles in September of 2025, but you can wishlist it now on Steam. Or
Isn't it crazy how many video games come out these
this next
days?
trailer too much, but let's just say you're gonna flip.
Oh, the puns.
There's so many video games that come out these days. It's just Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Doo video game? Huh? This could be cool. First-person Scooby-Doo video game. Oh, it's just fucking House Flipper Scooby-Doo. Oh, come on. I was interested.
House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this Scootober.
Now we're starting to close in on the end of the show, but not before we show you our final ones to watch deep dive.
Our team behind the scenes visited the Hangar 13 office for an exclusive insight into Mafia, the Old Country. Here's all the gory details.
Mafia. Will we actually see gameplay of the new Mafia? Hi, Seaweaver. Well, we haven't seen any gameplay
Mafia,
so
the Old
far.
Country is both a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy, and it also sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to 1900
Fucking
Sicily.
hell, that game is pretty.
The Mafia
Oh my
game,
God.
but also the actual Mafia
Oh my
itself. Back to
God.
where organized crime first really came from.
In Mafia, the Old Country, you play
Holy.
as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster.
Those
trying to
textures
make
were
his way in the Sicilian
insane.
Mafia.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes.
He doesn't know love and he doesn't know family. Sounds like your
crime
average
family,
YouTube
and then
troll.
this game really, this story shows his rise
Wait,
through
there
the
was
ranks
gameplay there.
as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia, the Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has
There's-
really enabled us to do incredible
Take a
things with
shot
the
every time they
characters,
say
with the
Unreal Engine
landscapes,
5,
with the
gamers.
cinematics.
You'll be
Every single
dead in
aspect
an
of the game has
hour.
undergone a significant
Probably 20
graphical
minutes.
upgrade.
Mafia has always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an emotional story even more emotional and meaningful.
Gameplay. We
We've
saw
been
some
able to capture
gameplay.
Incredible nuances in the mocap, in the acting, in all of the
Looked
character
like generic
performances,
third-person
which really
shooter.
helped us to bring our story to
It
life.
didn't look bad, though.
And as a little taste of what's in store, we've got a cinematic to show, which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
Can you stop showing the cinematics? I feel like I've already seen too many cinematics. Like, I'm already going to buy the game. I feel like it's going to be a short game. It's only $50.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life.
I feel like I'm getting spoiled. I feel like I should skip this.
Brotherhood. You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
What is he
Life
doing with
is
his
no
collar?
secrecy.
I hate that. Stop that.
If you make a friend meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
It is binding. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all.
You think anybody actually just said no? Like they got this far and they're like, nah.
Commit yourself, your life, to this family.
Think they just kill you if you say no here?
Yes. I do.
No, thanks for the offer. I'm good.
Before the eyes of all here present, join me.
Join me. I will teach you the secret art of the spaghetti. Ew. Ew, why the face? Gross. Now we have to make out passionately. It's not gay. We're actually very homophobic individuals.
To become a man of honor,
It's necessary.
repeat these words.
Ask Josh's
I
ancestors.
swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
This a family.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Bro, say it faster. This shit's hot. This shit hurts.
Must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Spit it out. There we go. I'd be speedrunning that shit.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto.
Don't show me any more story for this game, please. I'm already getting way too much story spoiled for me. Can you just like show me some shooting? I'd like to see some unedited just shooting gameplay. Cause yeah, it's in August and it's only a $50 game, which is really weird. So I feel like it's gonna be really short.
When Mafia: The Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation.
Video games are like Gamba.
Next on our docket,
You get screwed
is a
enough,
developer
bad games,
presentation for
eventually you'll
Tenet
get a
of the
great
Spark.
game. True.
If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
I've never heard of this game. I get to go from being a Viking to a black guy? Hell yeah.
The game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team.
That won't be controversial at all.
First game, Tenet of the Spark.
Oh yeah, you're making that? Are you sure? Because we're back in Mafia, baby. Hey, you saw that new game? Forget about it. We only know Mafia here. Mafia is your everything. It's your blood. It's your soul. This is the Mafia. You want to see the other game? Forget about it. We only do the Mafia here. This fucking editor is so bad. I can't believe he's trying to blame YouTube. This is not a YouTube issue, bro. This is a you issue. Hi, Sin. Salut, salut. It's papa. Drink the ragu. Will it work this time?
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia: The Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation.
Do we get to see this
Next on our
game?
docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping.
Do you guys know of this game? I've never heard of this game.
3 distinct timelines.
I've never heard of this game. You'll come to my daughter's wedding and you
Hey, what's
bring
up?
a spaghetti.
I'm Arthur, the game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the Spark.
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over 3 timelines. Present day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec civilization, all at the same time. You got it, right?
Oh, okay, that's kind of neat. You swap as you want
it's
to.
not just for show. You have to use all 3 characters to explore, deal with tricky enemy types, and solve puzzles. It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask. Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question
Well, they
is,
addressed
why
it.
did they risk a role with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game, but...
This is getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous, bro. This is getting ridiculous. I want to see the games. Can I see the last game? This game also looks cool. But can you guys fix your shit? This is like a multi-million-dollar show here. Why are you fucking up so bad? Jesus Christ, man. I wanted to see the Viking black guy game.
Banish them.
Oh, that's terrifying. See, this looks up my alley.
And if I am to fall,
Oh, what the hell?
let my flesh
What the fuck is this? This looks cool.
so my soul
Oh.
may ascend to you.
You use your blood. Okay, the shooting looks really bad, but I can get over that. It's like BioShock with AIDS.
Consumed in your flames.
The artwork is really cool in this game.
Now and forever.
Okay, what's this game? What's that called? Crystal. Crystal.
Holy moly, that looks good.
You're telling me. Crystal Theater of Idols is coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year, and your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
Yep.
I hate to say it, Matt,
God damn it.
but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait for them to fuck this one
How
up.
do you want to do this?
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there,
Okay.
and we're both sad.
What's
that
going on? Their editor is getting literally brutally murdered after this show. He has fucked up at least 10 times, cutting off trailers, going to other trailers, rewinding. He is just fucked up so many times. It's actually insane. For a production quality like this high, it's insane. I've missed out on so many games. They say right here, he added this text after, YouTube is experiencing technical streaming issues. Cap. No, it's not. I'm streaming right now. Just fine, you piece of shit. So, let's see. Can we at least see the final trailer?
show's over. But it's okay because that last trailer is really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me. Please enjoy our final world premiere.
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
You couldn't cut that one out, editor?
Sisters, daughters of Hortus, to these blessed halls of Porthbarrow. You have been chosen, honored to the parish, to serve the will of Mother. So come, step forward.
More spooky game?
Let us see what flowers she's given us.
I don't know that dev team.
Radiant blooms. So full of promise.
It seems edgy, which is usually the
I must
Outlast
confess
guys.
a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
So loud. That's it. We don't get any ritual tithes.
No, hold on.
That's it.
I've got something to show you.
Okay, please. Okay.
I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
What do you mean I didn't expect it? I don't know what this is. What do you mean? Am I supposed to care?
That was your first look at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey where you tango with Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
We'll have the full gameplay revealed during the next Future Games show in August, so mark
What?
your calendars for that.
They're doing
However,
another
that
future game
does mean
show?
We've reached the very end of this year's summer.
Hopefully they get a new editor.
Don't go anywhere though because FGS live from Los Angeles.
I'm
airs
so going everywhere. Okay, this show was terrible. This show was awful. They showed some good games. Don't get me wrong. They did show some good games, but I have never seen a more catastrophic display of incompetence in my life for a gaming show. It was terrible. I don't know who they got, what fucking homeless man on the LA street they picked up to be their editor or something for this. So bad, bro. So bad. Just completely cutting off trailers, replaying trailers we'd already seen like twice, 3 times. I mean, you can see that the chat is saying ahoy because they literally went back to the ahoy trailer like 3 or 4 fucking times, plugging a Kickstarter. Yeah, that was bad, but we did get some cool games. I'll be honest, they did show some cool games. Is there a way to date added? So like if we look, how many cool games did they show? So they showed the Explorator. This looked cool. They said Stalker inspired cel-shaded shooter. This looks cool. Constance, this literally looks exactly like Hollow Knight. So this looked really good. Titan Quest 2, we've already heard of for a while now. We already knew about this, but cool new ARPG. Popucom, this looked kind of cool. It's like Splatoon, but with balloons, and it's a co-op shooter, co-op adventure. That seemed cool. WTF Waifu Tactical Force. This shit just looked stupid and silly. I don't know. We'll see how it actually is, but it looked fucking stupid. Phase Zero, this is a Resident Evil classic type of inspired game. Looked pretty neat. Ascend to Zero, this one looked kind of neat as well. A roguelike game where you could freeze time was a big part of it. Deathground, this looked neat. It was a co-op PvE dinosaur game. Looked kind of neat. Fading Echo, this actually looked really good, surprisingly, where you play as a chick that can turn into a little blob, a little slime boy. Looks like a Rimuru from Reincarnated as a Slime. Looks pretty cool. Directive 8020, this is the new game from Supermassive. We've known about this for a little while, but space game, that's basically the thing. Looked pretty cool. Ground Zero, once again, another kind of classic Resident Evil inspired game. Ludo, looks like a pretty neat horror game. We got, as you can see, quite a bit of horror games, actually, which I'm totally down for. It's actually why I usually watch future game shows, because they typically have some horror game stuff. And then Crystal, which seemed like a horror game where you use your blood for your weapons. Seemed like it. Unfortunately, we probably missed a bunch of trailers because, yeah, it was just like ass. But like some of these games were really cool. Like this is probably one of the big standouts for me. Very Hollow Knight-esque looking. This really, like, initially when I see this type of aesthetic, I usually bounce off of it. But this looks really fucking good. To my surprise, I did not expect this to look that good. But yeah, this game looks like really good. A couple of the games they showed looked really neat. So we'll kind of see when they come out. But a lot of games coming out 2025 as well. We're going to be jam-packed, I'm thinking. Slime is top tier. Yeah, Reincarnated as a Slime is great. Dee-ba-doo. Hi, Valdez. Hello, hello. The Kappa Pride. Can't stand anything, horror movies or games. Damn. Yeah, horror is my favorite genre. I think they're also the most fun games to stream. I really, really like streaming horror games. And I think they're fun to watch also. But yeah, a lot of these games actually look pretty good. Like this slime game looked really, really good, surprisingly. I did not expect this to look that good. Like when I saw the character design for this chick, I was like, oh no. But actually, like the game looks really good, you know? And this is all pre-alpha. But yeah, you can like go into lava in order to turn yourself into steam. So you can like rise up and get over things. It looks pretty cool, actually. Surprisingly. What's with the crown? That's a new thing that YouTube has added. YouTube has added this thing where the more you chat and stuff, you get put on a leaderboard. But yeah, this game looks really cool, actually. I was not expecting it. And I love horror games, so all the horror games look fantastic to me. Immense food poisoning from lemonade drink? Jesus, what the hell? Yeah, this is Fading Echo. Looks really good. Pretty interested to play that one, actually. And yeah, most of these are 2025 also, which I kind of appreciate. Do they have the trailer not buggy? Let's see the trailer not buggy.
Guide.
Oh, it's a Blumhouse game. I'm not surprised because it looks good.
In this hour.
Blumhouse literally makes games just for me, I feel like. I have been playing Night Rain. Yeah, I have about 30 hours in the game. I have videos on the channel about it. Or a video on the channel. And some streams.
Banish them.
Yeah, so they cut out the whole, like, first 20 seconds.
I am to fall. Let my flesh.
Yeah, this looks cool.
To ash.
The shooting looks a little stiff.
So my soul may ascend to you.
Like, the shooting's definitely a little stiff, but I love the idea of using your blood for all of the weapons. It's really cool. And I love the designs
Consumed in your
of the enemies.
for all eternity.
They're all these, like, animatronics.
And forever.
But with fleshy bits inside. Loving it, but solo is rough. Solo is really bad in Night Rain. Even after the update, I know, you know, they did an update. They definitely made it a lot easier, but the problem is still there that some classes are like entirely unplayable solo. Like trying to do Recluse solo, I would rather engage in like 10 hours straight of cock and ball torture. And I'm not even really into that. But like some classes are just like really painful solo. I would say, like, for the average person, I don't think the average dude will ever be able to complete Recluse solo run. I don't think that they can, to be honest. I think if you're really, really good, like, obviously you're always going to have the people that are like, skill issue, skill issue. Yeah, I know a guy that did it blindfolded, upside down, after he took 18 shots of Everclear, and he did it with only his feet on a DDR pad. You know, you're always gonna have like some turbo virgin that will dedicate their entire life to doing shit. But like for an average dude, I think that like one, solo just isn't very fun, and two, some of the classes are just borderline impossible for a regular guy. Which, you know, maybe that's what they want. They want people to play multiplayer, and that's totally fine. I think the game is a lot of fun when I play it with my friends. I think it's really fun. I bought it for 2 of my friends just so I could have more people to play it with. I think it's really fun. But there are things that are just objectively bad about the game. Like, even if you love the game, you cannot argue with me and say that having no crossplay is a good thing. You can't argue with me and say having no voice chat in a multiplayer game is a good thing. You can't argue with me and say that having no duos is a good thing. You can't argue with me and tell me that your matchmaking having to perfectly align with other players, not only your remembrance, but also your world state, which is a random effect that can happen, and the boss, all of that has to perfectly line up in order to match with people. You can't argue with me and tell me that's a good thing. Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's bad. Me and Josh will be trying to find a third, and we've sat in queue for 30 minutes matchmaking. You know why? Because we had a different weather effect than other people queuing for the same boss. How does that make any fucking sense? There's over 300,000 people on the game. It should not be difficult to find us one other human being. But because you have to have remembrance, boss, and world state all in line in order to matchmake you with the person, you just don't find matches. It's so bad. And we can't duo queue because it doesn't let you start the game if you have 2 people. Even if you are like, fine, we'll just play 3-player difficulty with 2 people. So there's like objective, very big, glaring negatives. I've already spent like $160 fucking on the game just buying the game for people so I'd have enough people to play the game with. Like, it's fucking ridiculous, man. You should, not only should solo be viable for all of the classes, for the people that don't have friends, but you should also be able to duo queue. Absolutely. And there should just be a quick play match where it will just match you with someone else regardless. And then maybe it pops up and says, hey, they have this world state and they're doing this boss. Is that okay with you? Accept or deny? And you could say deny and it'll find you another match. Like, it is really not that complicated. We're in fucking 2025, bro. It's like From Software is operating back in like 2002 or something. I don't understand. And, so you, like, anybody that's glazing the game, that isn't talking about like those objective cons that the game has, I kind of question their credibility, to be honest. Like, I question how much FromSoft is paying them or how much they value like the sponsorship opportunities with From Software and stuff like that, because I honestly like don't think that you can play the game and not have those complaints. Like, I'm pretty sure those are just subjective complaints across the board for everyone. Yeah, it wasn't smart. No cross-platform, no quads or duos, no voice chat, getting temporarily locked out of the game due to disconnect. So yeah, that's another thing. Yes, Tristan, you can't leave. You can't leave. If you try and leave a game in Elden Ring Night Rain, you get banned. It doesn't let you leave. How crazy is that? There's been moments where like me and my friend are queued with a third and it's just going terrible. It's going absolutely awful because we can't communicate with this random because there's no voice chat for some reason. And we're just like, okay, we're level 3 by the end of the first day. Like, there's no salvaging this. Or like we're level 5 or 6 by the end of the second day. And you're supposed to be 12 or 13, you know? It's like, okay, this is just like not possible. We want to leave and reset. You can't. You literally cannot. You will get banned if you try and leave. It makes zero sense. It's so bad. Favorite Arby's meal? The roast beef cheese melt with curly fries and their Jamocha shake or whatever the hell. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is actually pretty good. Maybe they haven't thought of that. If From Software, one of the head devs in the gaming industry, didn't think to have a fucking quick match option that just matches you with people no matter what, I really question if they should even be touching a multiplayer game with a 10-foot pole, because they're retarded. Like, having a quick match thing is such a universal across multiplayer games for decades now. Like, come on. What are we talking about here? But, I mean, the game is fun. I think I have like 26, 30 hours, something like that. Where is it? 27.9 hours. I really like it. I've defeated all of the bosses except the final boss. It's very fun with friends. But yeah, I made a video on it about like my initial impressions. It's taking me longer to do the full review because obviously I don't want to review the game until I like actually beat all of the Night Lords and everything like that. But I'll have a full review out afterwards. But I'll be honest, because of the technical difficulties and stuff, I really don't feel comfortable giving it any higher than like a 6 probably. Like I don't even feel like I could give it a 7, because for a 7 on my scale is good. And if your multiplayer game doesn't have crossplay, doesn't have voice chat, doesn't have quick match, has all these stipulations on matchmaking, bans you if you try and leave, and the solo play is like really, really bad for many of the classes, I'm gonna be honest, I can't even give you a 7 out of 10. I can't give you a good game. I can't. You're just lacking in too many departments. Now, when I'm playing it with 3 friends and we're going through, is it really, really fun? Absolutely, it is. It's tons of fun. But you know what else is really fun with 3 friends? Anything, bro. Literally anything. We could be scratching each other's ass and it would somehow be entertaining. Right? We could watch paint dry and we'd be laughing our asses off because you're with 3 fucking friends. Like anything is fun with 3 friends, dude. You know? So, yeah. And that's not even to talk about just as a roguelike, it is really lacking in replayability. I saw Moist Critical talking about it, and he said after he beats the Elden Lords, or the Night Lords, like he has really no intention of playing the game anymore. And I kind of agree. It's like there's no there's not really any replayability. Like the world, they have a couple events that play pretty rarely. There's no like meaningful progression. Like the relics don't offer a substantial enough change to the gameplay to like warrant you replaying and stuff like that to get those new relics. You know, I don't know. Like the head dev of the game came out and he said, "Hey guys, just so you know, I've beaten it solo with 0 relics on every single class." Basically saying, hey, it's a skill issue if you're having issues single player. And it's like, okay, if anything, that's kind of a bad thing to me, because that means that the relics really aren't doing much at all. If, like, in a normal roguelike, like, say you're doing your first run of Hades, you're not beating Hades, lil bro. It's not happening. Because it's a roguelike. You're supposed to unlock upgrades and unlock other stuff that makes you stronger in subsequent runs. Like, that's the fun of a roguelike, is constantly unlocking these things that make your subsequent runs not only easier, but more diverse and more fun. And this game doesn't do that. Everything is still like the same weapons that you're going to be finding. Like, there's RNG. Maybe you'll find Sword of Night and Flame on this run or whatever. But, like, ultimately, you're not finding anything that's really changing your experience. So, my only hope with Night Rain is that because the game did so insanely well, I mean, it sold 3.5 million copies, which is insane. Nobody expected that. They didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. I don't think anybody expected that. Like, I was thinking maybe 2 million after like a month. The game sold very, very well. So I'm hoping that because of the like massive success of the game, we'll start to see them treat it more as a live service game and actually provide meaningful updates. But I don't know, man. We'll see. Not gonna lie, I didn't know you put out normal videos. I'm only ever showing your lives. I should check them out. Typically I just do reviews. So after I beat a game on stream, I'll kind of formulate my thoughts on it and then make a review video to try and help you guys make a purchasing decision on if you think you would like the game or think you should buy it or whatever. Maybe save you some money on skipping some of them. But also occasionally I'll do rant videos if there's like big news or something like that that I really want to talk about in a video. But definitely the bulk of the content on the channel is streams. Classic beef and cheddar, curly fries, Jamocha is S tier fast food. I don't know if I'd say it's S tier, but I think Arby's is way better than people talk about it, like give it credit for. People are always shitting on Arby's, and Arby's is not bad, bro. It's really not that bad. Like it's pretty good for fast food, I would say. And like I know people say that they're spendy, but all fast food is kind of spendy now. So I don't know. I don't think they're even that like spendy anymore because everything is spendy. Like fast food in general is just really spendy and not really worth your time or your money. I've been sub for a while now and just mad they never showed up in my feed. That's YouTube, man. That's YouTube. Essentially how the YouTube system works is like if I post a video, it'll alert some people, and depending on how many of those initial people click on the video and interact with the video and watch the video, that will determine if the video gets pushed out to the next wave of people who are subscribed to me, and so on and so forth. That's why I always say like it's almost impossible to grow with videos because you have to have like a community that is very interactive with your videos. And that's why like rage baiting and stuff works really well in videos, because that gets people to comment, right? Like in my opinion, this is crazy. In my opinion, if I have 13,000 people subscribed to me, that's 13,000 people that have seen something that I made and said, hey, maybe I want to see more of this guy's stuff. I'm going to subscribe. In my opinion, if I post a video, it should go out to at least all 13,000 of those people. And if they have notifications on, all 13,000 people should get the notification. To me, that makes sense. But apparently not to YouTube. To YouTube, it's like, okay, we'll test it with this group, and then depending on how many of those people watch it and how much of it they watch and how much they interact with it, we might push it out to the next wave of subs. It's entirely contrived. And that's why shorts kind of bust through that a little bit, because those go in the doom scroll algorithm. And then it kind of like bypasses it as well for like short streaming because it goes in the doom scroll algorithm. So Jack in the Box is okay. It's aight. Sonic is aight. I like Sonic milkshakes because you get a ton and they're not that expensive. Discord is where I get most of my notifications from. I get my notifications for people I'm not subscribed to on YouTube versus people I'm subscribed to. Yeah, I manually ensure that all notifications are sent out on Discord. So that's why Discord is like easily the best place for notifications, because I ensure that those are sent out. I can't really do that on YouTube or Twitch or anything. You don't want me out of the poor status. They're keeping me down. Preaching the gospel, but many people live in food deserts, and fast food is nearly the only option. I don't know, man. I live in the boonies. I literally live in the boonies, very small town. All we have out here is like a gas station and a Walmart. And so, like, I live in the damn boonies. We have a couple fast food places, but not a lot even. So we just get everything at Walmart. You just cook. AI is dumb because shorts at least bypass a lot of the ban features for accounts. I never have an account banned for spamming shorts, but if I spammed a regular live, they'd eventually ban it. Yeah. Sonic drinks are actually great. The food is meh. Not bad, but meh. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I never ever eat at Sonic. I've had, like, if I really want, like, a hot dog for some reason, like a nice hot dog, like, Sonic would be one of the only place, but yeah. Oh, rip Gingy. Got me with the rage bait. I saw the behind you equals ban and had to type it, but a couple minutes in, it was clear you're a chill guy. Oh no. Not the chill guy. Oh no, not the chill guy. Oh god. You get some music playing while we're just chatting, chilling. Not the chill guy, bro. Anything but the chill guy. So I have 70 plus accounts. Only spam shorts with them to keep them safe. I used to lose 10 accounts a week. Damn. What the hell? I'll never get fast food pizza ever again when you live in a city with like the best pizzas in the world. What, you live in fucking Sicily? You live in Sicily, Kenzie? I know you're not saying that the Chicago abomination of the pizza is better than the Italy. I know you're not saying that. Next, you're gonna be putting a ragu on the spaghetti. Chill guy. I am inevitable. Every natural disaster I spammed about, how it was all CGI crisis actors for months and months. Okay, that might have something to do with it. That might play a part. We have options in my town, but everything closes before 9 or 10 p.m. McDonald's, Jack in the Crack, Safeway, Walmart. It's about it within a 30 to 45 minute. Yeah, we have like Walmart. We have a couple fast food places. Not a lot though. We're out here in the boonies, man. Only places you can find fucking affordable houses to buy these days, dude. Like, good luck finding an affordable house in Phoenix. You're screwed. Theoretically, or I'm writing a book about in front of whatever you want to know. True, Darth Viper, or the good old grandma. You know, my grandma is doing this and she needs to know how to blah blah blah, and it's like, oh, okay, tell your grandma. Yeah. Even in city places are not often open at night anymore. Yeah, dude, that was the worst thing about COVID. Was like everywhere that used to be 24 hours wasn't 24 hours, and then they all just went, wait, we're just gonna stay that way. That's the one thing I miss about living in Vegas. In Vegas, everything was 24 hours, bro. You want sushi at 3 a.m.? There's 10 different sushi places around you that are 24/7, all you can eat. Oh, God. That's the nicest thing about Vegas. If you're a night owl, it doesn't even matter, dude. It's true. Expedition 33 music is peak. I have listened to all of these songs many a time. Yeah, there's all sorts of ways you can get around. For me, like, if I'm gonna go out, if I'm gonna get food when I'm out, I'm probably not gonna do fast food. If I do fast food, it's gonna be Culver's, because that's like the upper echelon of fast food. Like, Culver's clears everything. Culver's clears your Burger King, your McDonald's, and any other burger place. in terms of like a drive-through. Culver's is amazing. And then you have like Freddy's, which is still really good, but it's a little different because they do steak burgers. And then it's like Five Guys is a little different. It's still in the same price range, but you do have to actually go into Five Guys. At least here. I've never seen a drive-through Five Guys. Maybe they exist. I don't know. I've never seen one. But Five Guys I do definitely have up there for sure. But if I have to get out of the car, it's not really fast food to me. Yeah, In-N-Out, I think, is easily the most overrated. If I want to sit in line for an hour and just receive mid, there's many other ways I can waste my hour. Like, the lines for In-N-Out kill In-N-Out for me. They're just insane. Every place I've lived that has an In-N-Out, the line is ridiculous. When I was in Vegas, it was exactly like that. In Arizona, multiple of the cities I've lived in Arizona, it was like that. It's like 40 minutes in a fucking drive-through. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing that. Especially not in, you know, Arizona heat, Nevada heat. I don't even think they're that good, I'll be honest. They're very messy. I don't really like a super messy burger. I mean, you could probably tell by looking at me. I don't like to get messy. So, like a really greasy, messy burger, I'm not that big into. And their milkshakes are just too thin for me. Like, for me, if I get a burger, I want a milkshake. And I want to suck hard for my shake. You know? I don't want that. I don't want it to just come up. I want to fight it. I want a Super Sucker 9000 that they in order to get it. And In-N-Out, I don't know. It's like they make it with skim milk or something. It's just too thin. And I've tried the animal style and all that. It's like, oh boy, I can make it even more messy. Awesome. Take care, Gingy. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Is that the one on Canyon by the exit? Frugals or something? They're decent. But yeah, I think In-N-Out is... They're fine. They're, at the very least, they're not expensive, which I appreciate. But I just think they're overhyped. I don't think they're all that. Like, I think if you go to Culver's and you get like a butter burger and you get a shake there or a concrete there, you'll be like, dude, In-N-Out is just trash. Like, In-N-Out is dookie in comparison. Their milkshakes killed people. That's how I have a new way I want to die. Death by milkshake. That sounds heavenly. Milkshakes are my one weakness. I talk about how I only really ever eat for sustenance. I'm not a big foodie or anything like that. I mostly just eat for sustenance. I'm like, okay, does this get me my vitamins, my minerals, my calories, my protein, right? Okay, then I'm eating it. But milkshakes are my one weakness. Death by milkshake is amazing. I'll take that. The vanilla doesn't taste like vanilla. It's super thin. Really? Damn, that sucks. Sonic shakes, whenever I get them, are pretty thick. May as well be milk without the shake. Yeah, that's rough. They got in huge trouble for not cleaning their milkshake machine. A few people died. They shut down for a while until they passed inspection and then didn't serve milkshakes for like a year. They're like, all right. The milkshake cooldown is over. True American, you gotta die having a heart attack, a massive portion size challenge in a restaurant. I can't eat a lot, man. Yeah, like Bartholomew knows. I'm a scrawny twig. I can't eat a lot. So I don't think I could eat enough to kill myself. I started getting sick after like 2 slices of pizza. I'm like, ooh, I don't really want to push this. Look at this. We're really acting like report of the week today. I'm not even wearing a suit. I'm dressed so casually. The report of the week roleplay is just... it's not working. But somebody asked what we're playing next. The Lies of P expansion, the DLC, shadow dropped yesterday. So we're going to be doing a fresh playthrough of Lies of P and getting to the DLC. And I have a feeling the DLC is going to be really fucking hard because with it, they added difficulty modes. So they added an easy mode and a super easy mode, which is not a good sign. I'm scared. You have to reach chapter 9 in order to do the DLC. So I think that's a pretty hefty amount of hours you got to put into a playthrough before you could get to the DLC. But that is what we are going to be playing next. Future game show. Overall thoughts on it? Dude, this was like a 3 out of 10. This shit was ass. It was ass. They did show some cool games. I'll give them that. But other than that, really bad. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. So yeah, I'm going to end this stream here, just in case anybody in the future wants to watch my reaction to future game show. They can have this stream. I'll start up a Lies of P stream probably in about 20 minutes or so. And we'll reconvene there and start playing through Lies of P. So thanks everybody for stopping by, shooting the shit, hanging out. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll see all of you guys in the next video or Stream Rooney, which will be, like I said, probably about 20 minutes. Some Lies of P. So, have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.